That's not great.
This looks yummy.
Hello. Sorry, this light is a lot right now. I had to reschedule. We're up at our property. So we were a little delayed getting here, and wow, I look a little maniac-ish.
Feel that?
I think it's okay. So, wow, my hair is kind of crazy right now. Sorry, guys. Okay. I need that to not be doing that. Hello. Wow, my hair is on end. Sorry, wow. Anyway, it was a little bit of a craziness today, and we were a little late getting up here, so I apologize for that, for having to reschedule. Hello, Frazzled. Yeah, it was good. We had some trouble with the trailer this morning. Hey, Queen. So we got a late start, and trying to get everything unpacked and get ready to go. So, but it was good. It was all good.
How good that was.
Oh, I look horrible. Wow, sorry about that. Okay, that may be better. Better?
I think so.
Okay.
Yeah, a little less spotlight.
So what we basically, there's not a lot that is different from yesterday. Wow. There's not a lot different from what happened yesterday. They went over jury instructions, and so Lori still isn't quite sure that she's going to rest, or that, because she didn't say it in front of the jury. That's the whole thing, you guys. She did not say it in front of the jury, so they can't make her. So today what she said was she's pretty sure. She is. She's a stupid ass. Exactly. And she's going to play game. See, this is what I believe. And I think because she doesn't want this to end. She's leaving jail every day. She's getting all dressed in normal clothes. And that's what she wants to keep doing. She does. At any expense. And quite honestly, I'm just really, I keep really going back and forth with myself. Like, was it really worth it to even charge her with this at this point? She's never going to get out of jail. And the fact that she gets to play these games is really, and listening to Colby last night, there is a part of me that thinks that possibly this has helped him in some way. He had that interview with her for him to find out she was going to blame Tylee, which, made things unacceptable to ever even think about talking to her. Yeah, right? Queen, I don't know. Maybe he needed this to handle this. Maybe it's made it worse. I don't know. But okay, and so something else I found out the same way that they now this doesn't make sense to me, but they could not play the body cam of him begging for help because that is him. Remember how they told Lori, you can't have Tylee as a witness since you killed her. Yes, I do too. I think that was very big. I think, yes. How could it not be? How could it not be? Who would be talking like that? Right, Frazzled. I agree. I agree. It seems crazy, but they couldn't let him basically testify, which seems so crazy because when people say to you things like, if you're Jeffrey Epstein and you go, okay, I'm not going to kill myself. Okay. I'm not. Like, it didn't come in any way, shape, or form that he was afraid of that. I think that was the little bit that they got in was the woman he was dating said, why don't you tell her that you change a beneficiary? That was a good way to say, because he was afraid of her. That might have done it, but apparently that couldn't happen. It seems crazy that you can't get that in somehow. But also another reason, because, they had 21 witnesses on their list. They only put out 19. And there may have been problems with some of those witnesses that it would not bode well, right? They might have said something good, but yet something else could have come out that was not going to be helpful. Because I know somebody who was on that list was the original head detective. And the fact that Chandler dropped the ball on this, that might have come out. A lot of it was touchy because unless like Lori opened that door, the prosecution could not bring up that she's already been convicted of killing her kids. The Idaho stuff couldn't be brought in. Originally, they said some of it could. It's really weird. I don't know if that will... it's really... I don't know. I have such mixed feelings. I can't imagine that they don't still see it. Not just because I heard an expert today saying she did well talking about the Mormon religion and Nephi and all this. I don't think that was good at all. Why in the hell would he do that? Why would he read the Book of Mormon? I don't know any, and I've said all along, I don't know the Mormon doctrine, and I'm not going to pretend to. I never heard of these words until this trial. Well, this case, this saga. It's a lot more than a case. Yep. Exactly, Frazzled. Exactly right. Yep. No, I think you're right about that. Yeah, it could have. Even the judge warned her, you could very much open a door that you wish was not open. And I don't think he has to do that, but because of mistrial and things like, right. Hey, Jerry. Hey, Life with Mommy. And it's going to be very interesting to see Brandon's case, because I don't really, that one I'm going to find maybe more interesting than all of them, because I have no idea what exactly they're going to bring up, because that's going to be limited too, right? Like, are they going to talk about she was just convicted of conspiracy to kill her husband? But right, see, that's the reason you really want it to actually happen, is because there's nobody left alive in this wake for her to take to trial, right? That's the one person that actually survived. And think about it, like, look at how many attempts they made on Tammy. Now, we know that paintball incident, that was intended to kill her. But exactly, there, that's what I'm saying. He barely made exactly right. Because we don't know all the attempts they made on Tammy. Remember that trip he sent her on to go see her family by herself? She had never driven there by herself. And then the text messages or whatever about, because what he started saying is, his portal or whatever the hell told him she was going to die. She was expected to die on that road trip somehow, some way. I don't know if he did something in the car. How many times, we don't know what all they did. But right. See, there was too much mention about that trip. So we know that the paintball incident was not a paintball, that the gun jammed or whatever happened. So we don't know how many attempts were made. Now we found out that she was drugging Charles. So there have been a lot of, we don't know how many attempts were actually made on all these people. We know about, oh, hello, Tony. Happy Easter. Hey, Justice Jane. So we know that he was shot at his home in Gilbert. And what was going to happen that time that Lori and Alex were at his parents' house in Utah when she got a trespass charge? We don't know how many attempts were made. I think there were many made on Tammy. I do. Oh, what? Yeah, Tony, what happened? Yeah, she's not a nice, she's a serial killer. She's not a nice lady at all. She's gross. She's disgusting. And hey, Life with Mommy. So for Brandon, I think, he should be able to get this. Charles really needs the justice, but everybody knows. And so I just am not, I'm very conflicted. I go back and forth. There's different reasons, but for her to just keep making a mockery really pisses me off so bad. Especially now. I think so. Oh my God. I had no idea that you could say you rest, and you didn't. And you could change your mind. Hey, Mama. It's very frustrating. And think about, hey, Beck. Think about the fact how many people, We don't know how many victims. We just don't. I don't trust that we know of everybody. So you guys, where did I hear it? I'm not sure where I heard this at. Oh, I feel certain that Joseph Ryan, I feel reasonably sure that even the oldest sister. I also feel it's very possible that she listen how much she talks about how sick Tylee was and how she took care of her all the time, and all this stuff. She almost died or she did die. Yeah, she turned it into she did die, right? When she gave birth to her. So many people have said, Tylee was sick, but they never really understood exactly what that was about. I think she might have been trying to make, I think she might have drugged Tylee her whole life or something. I mean, the woman is evil. Hi, let them. Oh, good to see you. Thanks for being. Does anybody else think that? What do you call it? Munchausen by proxy.
Yeah.
They've changed the name of it to something else, but I kind of feel like that might have gone on. I mean, I think that because look, do you know what really blows my mind? So as much as she talks about, or as much as I thought, part of me feels that they somehow had something to do with Alex dying. I cannot and do not believe that they could have possibly, that could be a coincidence, that he just died like he did right when he did. That doesn't make any sense to me. I thought he was going to be the fall guy. Neither one of them have blamed him for anything, but she's blamed Tylee. It's just like the craziest shit. Right, Life with Mommy. Exactly, we found that out. So, was she drugging Tylee like her whole life? This woman does not have a heart. She does not. That's why when people act like, oh, she really does believe this religious stuff she says, I don't believe that. I do not believe that she believes it. I don't. My glasses are making me crazy right now. I cannot read chat, sorry. No, I'm getting a reflection that's making me crazy.
Try these.
No.
They had the reflective coating on them.
So I don't believe that she has not done things her whole life. She doesn't have a heart. I don't believe her religious shit. That seemed to work. That worked for her. I don't know Mormon doctrine. I'm not going to try to learn it. I don't believe anywhere any scripture says you're supposed to kill anybody. That seems really, really not a thing for me. And for, I've heard so many people act like this really is a Mormon thing. Well, they're not just all out. Yeah, just because Jody Hildebrand and some of those did that shit or did weird shit, that's those people. I mean, that's like saying all cops are bad. We can't, I just am not ready to go down the road. And I don't believe it. They had to live in Rexburg. The whole history of this, it had to be Rexburg was literally the place, not Maui or wherever the hell they were. This is not about, it was about money. And you know what? I think she had to have new husbands. She had to have people kissing her ass all the time. Right, let them. I don't have any interest in it. I don't think it plays a role. I do not. I don't. I love that Lindsay Blake did not go down that road. She said it was not about that. What religion tells you to, whether you know a doctrine or not, I mean, the 10 Commandments tells you to have extramarital affairs. Hey, Kentucky woman. Like I've done cars. Oh my God. Okay. I do. I know, in this, where we live, there's a lot of Mormons. I went to school with probably, I would say at least 80% maybe of my class growing up was Mormons. I know a lot of Mormons. I have known them my whole life. And I know some things that they do practice, things that they do for their congregation, and I think that they're really good things. I'm not defending them. I'm not bashing them or defending them. I don't know anything. But I do not believe that anything that she was taught at church told her she was allowed to kill people. Or not only that, she's supposed to. Hey, Happy. No, something else I was going to say, something else I've heard recently. Now this, I don't know how to. Some people are saying, now we saw how Emma acted in Chad's trial, willing to literally go after her own mother. I heard someone saying the other day that Emma calls Lori mom. Did you hear this? They did. It was so that was so sad and made me sick. Did you hear it too? Yeah, you did? Okay. That's what I've heard. It is, oh my God. She was, we know that there was testimony. She was sending money putting money on Lori's books. Yeah, Happy. I heard somebody saying, oh my God, there's been so much lately with, Kay's been on a lot of people's panels and different interviews. Somebody did say though, because see, that's who also somebody else said that they would not tell who, but they had very good, I think it was Nate said, very good source told them there is somebody that is communicating between Chad and Lori. And a lot of people think, was it Queen? Okay, I was going to say, I think so. I thought so. I thought it was Nate. It is sick, Frazzle. Can you imagine? But see, to me, I lost my mom. You couldn't get me to get on a stand. I don't give a shit and sit there and lie about my mother. I don't care what was at stake. But Emma did, because the things she said weren't true. They were proven to they literally acted like she was a horrible person. Remember how much they carried on about her McDonald's? Oh my, that was so gross. Right. Oh my, I'm apt to believe that. These people have done some really horrible things. And look what Lori did. Lori and Chad killed Tylee and JJ and then took his kids to Disneyland or somewhere. Like, seriously. No, Jerry, I know. Even people that are part of that particular see, you can't I'm not going to go down the road of people who are preppers. See, this is what they did. They got it going with people who are like this end of the world, and this is what they say, these end of the world crazies and apocalyptic, this and that. They say that kind of stuff. And they say it about Mormons. No, there are a lot of preppers that don't kill people. Most of them do not. Hey, Tough. No, and I'll be honest with you. This is really weird. And not to tell, I think it's okay to say this, but texting back and forth earlier today with Jerry and Queen. Jerry said, "What did Alex do for a living?" I said he was a truck driver. She said, "Oh my God, was he a serial killer?" I mean, I don't believe that we know all the people that these people killed. I don't think we do. He literally had no feelings about killing Tylee and JJ. Yeah, exactly. I would too. Exactly, Frazzled. That's just it. Whenever somebody does something, it's so easy to say, oh, they're crazy preppers and this and that. That doesn't necessarily, because you are prepared for something that you don't. I've never heard anybody say that they needed to kill anyone. I mean, you think about, I've listened to books about apocalyptic times, crazy stuff, where people, all fiction, right? Where people turn into zombies and you kill them because from like movie shit. Like, what do you call it? What are those people that would, what are those movies when they would chase you around?
Horror movies.
Just a horror movie, right? I mean, that's nobody's doctrine. Yeah, I know. And it makes you wonder, why is it, right? Okay, I was going to say, remember those movies? I'm trying to think of those movies. Whenever they're like walking super slow, but yet they're really fast and you're like running from them.
Dawn of the Dead.
Dawn of
Night
the,
of
yeah.
the Living Dead. Day of the Dead. Anything of the dead.
Right. Those aren't like real prepper things. Those are horror movies. And they talked like that. That's what's so weird. They talked like that to each other. Listen to those text messages. Like, guess who else now? Guess who else? Oh, so I know. Like, whoever pissed you off and has money for you to get, that's who became zombies with these people. They don't believe any. I don't know how they played it out. They like to be actor. I don't know what the hell they were doing. Oh, I was going to say, I don't think I have to know. You always thought it took a lot of stuff. Well, they did. They made shit up because you guys, he had his near-death experiences, but his family says that they heard these same stories from him. They were never near-death experiences until he got involved with Julie Rowe, and he started publishing her books, and they were selling. He had written books, but nobody bought them. So he all of a sudden had near death. Same with her. When she says giving birth to Tylee, she had a near death experience. Her family said they never heard that before. So this was all bullshit. No, I would. You know, when you hear about serial killers too, like they've always killed a lot more even. It always blows my mind how they a lot of times when they start confessing, it's like they know the exact number and where they're at and all this. I don't know.
I know the dog.
But Alex was way too good at killing people he had no qualms about it. And I don't know if a lot of people understand this. So when Joe Ryan died, he supposedly had a heart attack. And this was right in the middle of them. He had moved to Mesa, Arizona to be close to Tylee. And she was constantly pulling these stunts where, you know, it was an ongoing battle with him. I don't know a whole lot about him, but Alex had already served time in prison because he tased Joe Ryan because he was going to tase him and kill him. He went to prison for that. So to act like it's far-fetched that he did end up killing him, and Lori was the beneficiary when he died. Right? So, and he was very clear he wanted to kill him. That's the thing. Lori never got her hands dirty, but she was dirty as shit. And he had no problem killing whoever she wanted him to. And I often wonder, why did he put down a tarp whenever he gave a massage to Zulema? That was weird. Yes, exactly. Exactly right, Justice Jane. It's so sad. I don't even know what wife wants you to give him a massage on a tarp. I mean, you go to Walmart and specifically buy a tarp. I know, isn't it weird? I mean, I would feel a little bit freaky because, again, Zulema knew what was going on. She 100% knew at that point. She knew about Charles. She knew the kids were missing. Right? Isn't that wild? I'm still not happy that Melanie Pulowski is not being charged. I think Zulema, Melanie Gibb, and Melanie Pulowski need to be charged, but for sure, Melanie Pulowski. I'm telling, when I think about that girl's face, I want to slap her. You're not about to Dexter my, what does that mean? I know, isn't that so weird to put out a tarp? That would make me feel. And how is, I don't know, I can't imagine it. Oh, trash. I do think she knew. How could she not? How could she not? She was right involved with everybody who became a zombie, died. Her kids were called that. You guys remember that? Her kids were considered dark at one time. Her own kids. That woman should not be free. I don't think that, I don't get the idea that she actually comes up with stuff. I think she's kind of a follower, but she knew. I believe 100%. There was discussions. Yeah, there were text messages back and forth. Yes, she knew. Look what she was up to shit with Brandon. Do you remember that time she was caught? It's on body cam where the police went. She was at Brandon's parents' house in Utah, and she was in all black. And after she talked to the cops for a while, all of a sudden it comes out Alex is on down the street in a truck waiting for her. They were up to something right then. And they were waiting for that money too. There's discussions about Brandon had money. Yes, yes. I know. Jerry, me too. I think there's some very weird, I think it's a very weird family, quite honestly. I think the parents are weird. He was evil. He had no qualms. He had no issue. But you guys, you know what? Colby says he didn't remember Alex being around so much his whole life. Adam says it was a very unique, very new relationship. A lot of people say Alex wasn't around Lori all the time. Well, she moved around a lot. I think Alex was only there whenever she wanted him there, and then she tossed him away like she does everybody else when she didn't need him. I think there's no telling what these people have done. Because honestly, in my life, I've never known anybody to die of just very weird circumstance. No, she wasn't. No. Justice Jane, she was in Hawaii that time. She went to Hawaii by herself. When she took off that time, that's where she was. Tylee was staying with Alex. JJ was with, no, she wasn't with Chad. You know what? He might have gone there, maybe. I don't know. Tylee was staying with Alex. Remember, in Tylee's interview, she says that she had gotten that bat when she was staying at her uncle's house for protection, she said. And Charles had JJ. That's when Charles moved to Houston. Oh, wow, frazzled. Yeah. Well, his sister said that he did leave her a little bit, which surprised her. And that sister, I want everybody to know this because She's out there talking all kinds of shit about Colby. I don't blame her for wanting that. She would want answers about her brother Joe, but she talked so much shit about Colby, and Colby was getting Cash App money from his mom and this and that. Well, he was, 23 years old. That doesn't mean he knew anything. Oh, you know who did that? It had to be Jane. You know who that was? That was Alex. See, everything was designed that Chad and Lori didn't actually do anything themselves. That's why I know that I think Chad helped kill Tammy, but that was Alex. No, but one thing you need to know about Annie Cushing, she's always talking shit about Colby, but she herself, we turn that light on, babe? That one. Yeah, I think that Chad did help. I think he did, but it was mostly Alex. So the thing about Annie Cushing, she herself turned her back on her brother when him and Lori got divorced, and she went on 2 or 3, I'm pretty sure it was 3 paid vacations from Lori and Charles while she wouldn't speak to her brother. I don't know who the hell she thinks she is. Well, look how she laughs. Hi, neighbors. Nobody would act like that if there was anybody dead. If there was a dead animal in my house, I'm not acting like that. Nobody acts like that. She was way too just having a good old time. Sorry. What the hell's funny about a dead person in your damn house, you psycho? See, she had no problem with that. And, I know that she explained that, that's why they got water at Burger King. Are you shitting me? Why did the child even go to school at all? It's all disgusting. It's so disgusting. Oh, I think about her doing that all the time, and it makes me so furious. Like, what the hell is funny, you crazy nut? She has no feeling. Look how when Colby is telling her, "You killed my whole family," she's laughing. She's laughing. She did. And see, she thinks there's nothing wrong with that even. What right did you have to his phone? Look how she's so crazy. Look how she really wanted to dive so hard into him dating. Remember, she even asked that cop yesterday, did you see the daily affirmations of, showing his love and affection for me, whatever that was? No, shut up. He knew what you were, he actually probably didn't fully believe that she was going to kill him, but he knew enough that he said it. He called the police and told them. Right. Wow, Jerry, I don't know. It's just so. But we're going to have supposedly closing arguments on Monday, because now that's if she actually, I tell you guys, I feel like all weekend in jail, she's going to try to figure out a way to, she has no witnesses. The only person she can have is herself. That's it. That would not be a good idea. But she likes these field trips. She likes them. Right. Can you believe how pissed off she was? Clearly she was pissed off because she kept saying, "Did you tell me you were videotaping us? Did you tell me this was being recorded? You're in a police station. First of all, you should not think that you are not being recorded everywhere you go today. You go into Quick Trip, you're getting recorded. You pump gas, you're getting recorded. Everything you do is being recorded. But in a police station, I mean, what? So dumb. She was literally pissed off about that. Don't you have to tell people? No. No. This isn't your house. And that is every bit being questioned by the police. Of course it's being recorded. She just makes me so mad. Everything about her makes me so freaking mad. If she comes out on Monday and does not rest, I swear. And how long do we have? Let me look at the calendar really quickly. Wow. Okay. So we have another month. Right now, the understanding is that May 30th is going to be Brandon's trial. I wish they would just go right into it and get this shit over with. Send her ass back to Idaho. Because the thing is, Arizona has let her go and be on all kinds of interviews with Dateline, because what we found out is she was trying to arrange all of these interviews in Idaho, and they wouldn't let her. You imagine she's getting better food when she's holding cell. Right. Yeah. I bet. Yeah, I think so too. And she gets to be on, everybody's watching her all day. Yeah, I do like that part of it too. But they let her have do all kinds of interviews. I want her to just be done. Go away. Go the hell away. Oh, okay. I see. Yeah, yeah. So yeah. Okay. You know that you're right about that. I'm going to try to go. I can't go Monday. Monday and Wednesdays, I absolutely cannot go. So I'm not, I'm not going Monday, but I'm going to try to go for sentencing if that works out. I definitely am going to go at least 1 or 2 days of Brandon's. Oh, that's funny, Frazzled. But didn't she? She got the caregiver ones. I think you're right. I didn't think this one would last 6 weeks. I felt really sure that it would. I even told Queen, I said, I want to go sooner than later, because I didn't think it was gonna last as long. I don't think it will last as long as this one, like, maybe 2 weeks. I don't know. See, I have no idea what they have in that one. I have no idea what they have. I mean, I kinda know what they have. What is she gonna do? What is she gonna try? I You're thinking a week? I don't feel like it would be as much, but you know what? It will be a lot of the text messages and stuff. I think even I don't know if you're still here, Jane. I think even we might end up finding it'll come out again about how Brandon's kids were considered dark. I don't think they were ever called zombies, but they were definitely dark. Hey, Debbie. Good to see you. I did too, Jerry. I did too. I was hoping. I was like, just keep going. I'm like, you know what? At this pace, you could be done with both of them in the time that you had planned for Charles. I mean, I don't know. Are we going to start guessing? How long do you think for I don't know. I don't want to guess on deliberation right now only because I want to hear the closing arguments before I do that. But exactly, Kentucky woman. You're right. She's the one who's dark. Exactly. Yep. Right. That tells you nobody's talking to anybody beyond the veil because you would be told about yourselves. Oh, do you think did what's his name? Ian? I don't know. Let me look that up really quick. I don't know. There is so much to this. There is so much. Now he went to the FBI. Oh, wait. Okay. Oh, no wonder. They have a child. I'm not seeing. Oh, okay. I think maybe they do. Yep. It wow. I just see something that says Brandon said law enforcement not only confirmed that Melanie got married to Ian Pulaski weeks after leaving Arizona, but that she is pregnant with his child. So, okay, also, I don't know if Queen is here or not, because I'm sure I must have heard this from Nate also. Ian did go to the FBI with this shit, and he also did record phone calls, at least one. But I believe it was Nate said that he called Chad dad. So did Melanie. And they're just fucking weird. They are so weird. Who does this? Right, Kentucky woman. That's what I'm wondering too. I want to guess now. We've been really good. We've been super good. Right? Isn't that crazy? Who does things like that? And Chad in his stupid man tit voice. I can't. Oh my God. I just. He's such a pussy. That's why I don't think he had very much to do. I think the plan was he was going to kill Tammy on his own, but he couldn't because he can't. He's a pussy. He couldn't even have a damn job. Oh my God, I know. Oh my God. Oh, it's so creepy. Sweet Melanie. Oh, it makes me sick. Oh my God. Hey, Panda. I wonder if anybody, I wonder if I know anybody that sees her around Gilbert and shit. I'm curious. Melanie Gibb. I would not be able to stop myself. If I saw either of the Melanies or Zulema, I would not be able to stop myself from telling them, God knows what you did. Play your crazy ass games. Remember or Lori getting all weird with that one witness and just like, are you related to her now? Oh, you're not in-laws? What? Oh, so crazy. They are just crazy. A lot of these people, though, are very close. They are very close proximity where I live, and I don't really. There is a whole lot of evil shit going on right around us. And you never know. I mean, I don't think. I don't think statistically we know serial killers, but statistically we do know a pedophile. We have to. Everybody in here has to know one. That's why I err on the side of I trust no one. Well, because you think stranger danger, we've been taught stranger danger, but how about when it's your own mother? I don't think anybody can prepare themselves for shit like that. You know, when you're home safe, you know, just like the Idaho 4, you think about it. They all went out that night. They're in college. They all went out partying. They were responsible to not drive, to get home safe. You know, even when you get that text from your kids that say, I'm home safe from whatever it is, a drive, whatever. And then something happens. It's like, that's where you shut that door and you're in a safe place. And now that was a stranger comes into their home. That was horrible. But when it's your parent, what is in your head like, oh my God? Oh, absolutely, Jane. I never trusted anybody. Like I always said to myself, not that I'm gonna go out and accuse somebody of something, I'm not, but I'm not going to, if somebody makes me feel weird and everything, I never really let my kids stay with anybody. But if I felt weird, I just hit the road. I don't hang around. Right, Panda, can you imagine? Can you imagine when Tylee figured out she's gonna kill me? And that's why I think they had to kill Tylee first, because they couldn't Tylee would never she would have figured out, and she would have protected JJ. She had to be first. But think about it. Her body was so, I mean, she was so dismembered, her body was in such shape, they couldn't even tell a cause of death. She fought for her life. That poor girl. I feel like her mom probably drugged her whole life, made her sick, so she could look like this great person. Oh my gosh, I can't remember. Russell? I feel like it was a R. I think Tylee fought hard. And it just kills me. Oh my God. Well, I don't, even though he said they were going to kill him, I really think that he did think that something was going to happen, but yet you constantly try to reason with yourself. Like, I'm blowing this out of proportion. You know what I mean? I think that happened. But the thing is, Kentucky woman, he was texting Adam. When he got there, he texted Adam and said, Alex is here. And Adam said, they are planning something. And he said, yep. And that was the last text he got from Charles. So he kind of knew. I don't think that he really, again, you tell yourself all the time, like, I'm being unreasonable, right? Wow. Yeah, what they did to Tylee was so, see, that's what I mean. And if you notice, okay, so in these interviews, what you hear, remember Melanie Gibb, and she can lie like a damn rug all day long. When she did her interview, she said Tylee didn't like her. And Chad told his friends, remember his friends that he tried to get to put their house up to get Lori out of jail? Who the hell asked that? Okay, anybody here have friends that they might? First of all, I hope to hell I don't know somebody that's involved in anything like this. Secondly, to come and ask me to put my home up to get him out of jail? No. Isn't that so weird? But he told those people that Panda did, oh my God, I look at Panda's name. Oh my God. He told those people that Tylee didn't like him. See, there were Tylee, I think she smelled bullshit. And she was very outspoken. Yeah, no, she fought. She fought. Oh, it's so sad. But if you note, so when Tammy was killed, Lori was again in Hawaii. She liked to keep her hands. It didn't bother her. Death didn't bother her. She stood right there when he shot Charles. I mean, admittedly, she was there when that happened. And again, if I'm standing outside at my house and there is a dead animal in my house, I'm not really okay. You're at the bare minimum, you're really freaked out. She is, Panda. And what she's doing right now, this game she's playing, what she's doing to her son is just, you would think that somebody would say, okay, you know what? I'm not getting out of jail. She actually acts like she is, though. She acts like she is. She's going to be on Dancing with the Stars. It's mind-blowing. It's mind-blowing that there are these people walking around us. God, and if you guys even knew, well, I took you there. I don't know how many of you were here whenever me and Queen went around and we took you to the airport that Chad flew in and out of. And we went to the house where Charles was shot. We went to the house Brandon was shot at. That airport that Chad flew in and out of, that's a really small airport. It's not Sky Harbor in Phoenix. It's growing all the time. But to my knowledge, there's only one airline that flies in and out of there. At the time that he was flying in and out, it was one airline that flew in and out of there, Allegiant Air. And I mean, it's really small. We walked inside. It's really small. I have to know people who, right, Queen? Don't you look how small that airport is? We have to know people that were in there. He was in and out of Gateway all the time. So these people did walk amongst us. And this might, like, I'm one of those people, though. I watch things like, I haven't in a long time. I don't have time, but I watch shit like, Evil Moms, or I don't know. I can't even think of the names of them, like on Discovery ID. She's got to be top at the list. I mean, I don't know that I've watched anything with somebody this fucking evil. Yeah, when we were there, it was. Seriously. Oh my God. Oh my God. Yeah. Okay. I told you it's been a crazy day. My goofy ass. We were unloading the car when we got here. Obviously, you can see we're at our cabin. I was unloading the car and I had my arms full and I was about to fall and on nothing, like just losing my my balance, kind of. I don't know. So I went up against the porch post. And the thing is that it started bleeding everywhere. It didn't hurt. It didn't hurt. It just kept bleeding. And so I was getting blood on shit. So I just put this, because I was trying to hurry up and get unloaded. I had that live scheduled and I was like, it's supposed to be on there in like 5 minutes. No, but what are the odds, Queen, that somebody we know ran into them at that airport? So yeah, it doesn't even hurt. It's just stupid, right? I could take this off now. I put a paper towel and a hair tie around it. I have Band-Aids, but I was trying to hurry and not get blood everywhere. So stupid. Yes, right, Queen. I know. I'm not trying to get into, but Fry's gas station. I know. I live in Chandler but I don't see any reason to believe that her and I frequented the same grocery store and shit. But some people. Yeah, see, her and I would not have frequented the same grocery store. But not my story to tell, but somebody here very well could have. And it's weird. Yeah, it's so weird to look at that house because all I could do is just see her. Hey, neighbors. Oh, or want to cut her fucking. I really want to just have her not breathe. I mean, I really can't ever. I can never be that person, but for a minute, I want to. You are so gross. It is. It's a super little airport. They only go there. For sure, at that time, there was one airline. There might be another one now, but there was one airline, and it went to certain cities like twice a week. That's it. They didn't have flights coming in and out. They still don't. I don't believe so. You don't have a ton of flights. It's a lot of private jets and shit. I do believe Conair flies in and out of there. I'm pretty sure because I have seen I don't know what you call the Conair bus, but I have seen that there. But my kids used to go there. My kids flew out of there a lot to go visit their dad. I'm just like, how many times were those crazy ass people in my presence? I don't believe they were in mine, but. Well, and they went to Mormon church in Gilbert. I don't know. So weird. It's creepy. Because I start to feel weird when I'm even just being in the courtroom with her. I'll get all irritated and all of a sudden I'm like, oh my God, the most evil person I've ever known is in this room with me. Oh my God, that's hilarious. A Taylor Swift business. Oh my God. Oh, Jane, that's funny. That's a whack job. Oh my God. See, as crazy as she is. So, I mean, there's some crazy people out there. I don't know how many people have as many deaths under their belt as Lori Daybell. It's a lot. She's a serial killer. Allegiant. Oh, Sun Country Airline. Oh, okay. I was gonna say there might be a new one. Allegiant was all it was for a long time. I feel like, yeah, the Sun Country must be new. It's really small. It's really cheap flights. That's so funny because I talked, one of the women I met when I went to court, I met these sisters. They were funny. They were great. I had a great time with them. I even said, "You know me, I'll meet a friend there," and I totally feel like I did. But they flew into Allegiant, and what was funny, because remember how cold I got inside that courtroom? Because everybody in Arizona puts their damn AC down so low, it is so cold. And the girl said, she goes, "I was coming to Phoenix, and you have to pay so much extra for everything on this." She goes, "It's a cheap flight, but not if you try to bring anything." She goes, "So I brought almost nothing for clothes." She's like, she was freezing in there too. And she came straight to the airport, or straight to the courthouse. She flew in. They both flew in for a wedding, but it was so funny because I was telling her I would share my big blanket with her. You love Allegiant? That's so funny. At my last job, before I got laid off in the 2008 crash situation. I actually got laid off in 2009, and then I just started watching grandkids. But Allegiant was my customer. I used to buy. I worked for a company that rebuilt APUs for planes, and Allegiant was my customer. They have a great record. I know. I really want to go. I think I have to go to the sentencing. I'm going to try really hard to. That'll be so far after. I did miss my work. At first, I missed it a lot. I felt sick to my stomach that I got laid off. Like, I was like, oh my God. It felt so weird. And I really did like my job a lot. But I actually stayed very close with the people who owned, the guy who owned the company and his sister. After I left, her and I and Mr. Snotty traveled together a lot. She passed away since then. But I still talk to the owner of the company and other people that worked there with me. And I did love it very much. I thought I would have a hard time, but with the babies, no, it's been great to be able to, like my angel, which I'm so excited. He's coming up here this weekend. I'm so excited to see him. I had him all the time. He did everything with me. You took a break and you're going to go back. Oh, really? Okay. You know, well, my sister cracked me up one day. She goes, "You don't just lay around on the couch and stuff." And I'm like, "Well, no." A lot of people go, "Oh, you must be bored." I stay very, very busy. Taking care of Mr. Snotty is a job too. I hear him outside. He's got his earbuds in listening to this. He's outside saying something. I never get bored. So you took a break. So, and you've got to go back to work. So, hello, Mr. Snotty. I hear him just barely now. He must have moved. We have the generator going out there, so it's kind of loud. But I hear him a little bit. I don't hear what he's saying. I'm so anxious. We had to go very quickly. Mr. Snotty had a conference call he had to get on not long after we got up here. So I don't.
Hi, baby.
He said hi. It's cold, huh?
Oh, it's getting cold out.
Oh my gosh! See,
It's gonna be snuggle weather.
I put on a second layer as soon as I got in here, and guess what socks I'm wearing? And I put these on as soon as I got here. Look. Oh my God! Can you see them? Look. It's cold. Hey, Happy. You've been spending time with my special needs. Oh, I love that. Hey, Try Me. Oh, I'm so glad you did that. Are you happy that you did it, Jane? All right. Okay, we hear you. Are you feeling better, Try Me? Also, you guys, it is. It's like a whole bunny, I think. It's a dog. I have several pair. That's why. I have like 5 of these up here. So I wasn't sure which one I was wearing. Yeah, it's a dog. They go all the way up my leg, and I have 2 layers on. It's kind of cold there. Oh, yeah, I loved heating. Oh, that would be awesome. Jane, that would be awesome. I meant to tell you guys, we were talking about top hats the other day because he wasn't in. So that night, I texted him and said, go listen to the last 10 minutes of my live today so you can hear a really cool story. And he said, oh, I just started it right now. But he said he's been really sick too. Yeah, is it chilly there? Really? Yeah, I got here right away, put a sweatshirt on and put an extra pair of pants on and my socks. Yeah, he said he's been pretty sick. So in case anybody didn't hear this story, I love this story. Obviously, I have questions, but it is a super cool thing. So it turns out there was a missing boy right close to where I am right now. Oh my gosh, no way, Jane. Oh. Wow. I know. I can't even with that. Oh my. What a sweetheart. Oh, that's got me right there. I know, Happy. I know. Yeah, something's not right there. I hope something's getting looked into. Though it's a very, very small town. It's a little bit bigger than the town where we are on our property is quite a ways out of town. We're 30 minutes off the road on dirt, and we're about 10 minutes from the town closest to us. But this town, oh, I love that, Jane. Oh my goodness. So 17 miles from the where we get off the highway here, 17 miles west is a little town called Seligman. Actually, if you go like on Facebook and try to check in there, it comes up Radiator Springs because it's off the road and it actually is on the old 66. But a 2-year-old boy went missing from there the beginning of this on the 14th. And I found out about it the next day. And then not too long after that, they found him. Okay. The next day, they found him 7 miles from his home, but a rancher's dog found him and brought him to the rancher. Is that like the coolest thing that a dog did that? That is super cool. Oh, she's just like me. Jane, she went to, or she stays busy. Yeah, Seligman is the town that Queen and I went to when we were up here looking for, trying to look for Chelsea Grimm, which nobody's ever found still. She went to that little town. I don't know. I don't believe she did. I never heard that she did. But yeah, Queen's very busy all the time, very much. They had only been married 2 weeks when he died. And remember, whenever he said, or he told her that he left something in the closet for her, and it was like there was a gun in there and like $5,000 or $6,000 cash. No, there's not much in Seligman. I'm telling you guys though, before we bought this property, when we were out every weekend looking at different property all over the place for like months. We were in Seligman because we were looking at property over there, and we went to this ice cream place and I got an ice cream and they said, "You want that male or female?" And I said, "What?" And they said, "Nuts or no nuts." I have always laughed at that still. I always still laugh about that. I'm like, oh my God. It's a very eclectic little town.
Oh God.
Oh my God. There is this one store that, like, the awning thing out front has all kinds of mannequins on it. Right?
On the roof. Weird poses.
Yeah. Yeah. In the odd. Yeah. It's a weird little town. And it comes up as Radiator Springs. And there is a little thing, the same place I got my male or female ice cream. There's like a Mater and stuff from Cars. There's some of that stuff there. It's weird. It is it is. There is like an old soda shop too. Like me and my angel went in there and sat on the like a RX, right? The RX soda shop.
What was that great restaurant? That great restaurant we went in. The whole family, it was 8 of us. The rainy Sunday. I remember
All
that.
of Shell's kids or
Yeah.
family.
The
Yeah.
whole family. And they sat us no problem. Good food, good service, good attitude.
It wasn't a chain. Nothing there is a chain. Nothing.
No. It's like the
But it was
Roadrunner.
Roadkill.
Roadkill.
Yes, the Roadkill. Yeah. It's the only restaurant. Really. Every place has like some food or ice cream or something, but just an actual restaurant. Yeah, it's called Roadkill. We did eat there. It's a weird place. But Chelsea Grimm tried to get a hotel room there with euros, and she told that person she wanted to stay off the grid. And that's where you do it, is in Seligman. So that kid went 7 miles.
Not with euros, though.
But, oh my God. Yep. She's Jesus's favorite. She's disgusting. Babe, that UGG blanket is up there.
What, baby?
That UGG blanket is up there.
What blanket?
UGG.
UGG.
UGG. It's a brand.
Okay.
Like UGG boots.
Is that a color?
It's blue. I can get it. I'll get it.
I'm going to get it. That's why I'm up here.
It's blue and white, but it's really warm.
We'll find it.
Yeah, it's very warm. Did you use the UGG blanket up here? Yeah, Queen and I went to Seligman together, and then Queen and Mr. Queen have come here to our property and stayed up there in the loft. Oh, okay. I was going to say, it wasn't really cold when you were here. I've never had UGG boots. I had a pair. I don't think they were UGG. Queen Bee in the loft. Yeah, we have one side of the loft has like a bedroom, a king size bed. And then the other side has 2 queens. No, just the only ones coming up this weekend is my daughter and her husband and my grandson.
Giant.
And the giant. Mr. Snotty calls him a giant. He's 6'4". He's 14 years old. He's still growing. Those were like UGG boots whenever we went to, first time I ever wore them. Believe it or not, was the weekend of January 6th when we went to DC for January 6th. And I fell down twice in those boots. And so I said, I am not wearing them ever again. I still have a scar from falling in DC that weekend. And the first time, it was just me and Mr. Snotty were walking to a CVS because they closed the whole son of a bitch and place down. You couldn't eat nowhere. You couldn't do anything. And the next day, I fell again. You want to know how embarrassing this is? My husband and my ex-husband both jumped, try to pick me up. That's weird, right? And I'm like, I'm fine, but I'm not wearing these boots ever the hell again. I gave them to my sister-in-law.
Here, you can pop on these. Enjoy yourself.
Well, I never know if it's me because I'm a klutz. But I was like, seriously, this is twice? And it was raining and really I'm down in the fucking ground? No. Thank you, Queen. Yeah, I was wanting to be warm, but not trying to fall. I have a lot of great boots anyway. I don't need those fuckers. That Ugg blanket though is very warm.
I didn't get it.
What did you get?
Quilt.
Okay.
I got a face.
I have some super cool boots. Not gonna lie about that. And all the ones I have not fallen down in, so I'm gonna roll with that. Right? Try me. We never go like camping anywhere because we just come up here. It's a lot like camping, but we have a generator and what have you. I want to go to that place though that person told us about. I want to camp there this summer. Remember Volition, or remember that person that came in when we were looking at, she said there's a bunch of condors. That place in Arizona. They have some cool camping spots too. I want to go there. You're really tired. Oh, okay. Good night, Kentucky woman. So good to see you. Right? Don't you think that would be cool? We don't have as many camping supplies as we did before we bought up here, but we do have enough to go camping at a campground. That place is really cool. Queen, seriously. Do you remember that person came in that night telling us about that place? It's beautiful. Yeah, Queen, I was actually going to talk to you about that anyway. I think you would like it. Right? That's what I was trying to tell the kids. Like, if everybody gets a spot, and we can just all hang out, right? You don't? Yeah, let me show you guys. It looks so cool. Okay. Oh my God. Yep, there we go. Vermilion Cliffs National Park. Check this out. Right? And that's what I was thinking. So like the way we used to do it. And that's why we bought property. We went camping when you're with all the kids. All the kids, Danny didn't go. But the rest of the kids went. We brought the quads. We brought everything. Well, you couldn't have a campfire because you can never have one here because we won't be responsible about fires. So you can never go anywhere and have a campfire. No, that's it. That's the Ugg blanket.
You're welcome.
And then we couldn't go, we couldn't have a fire. And then
This is what I was going.
Mr. Snotty and the granddaughters took off on the quads and got pulled over. We had them registered. They're registered, insured, everything, but they needed something else. What the fuck?
They didn't like where I had the license plate on the Polaris.
Oh, is that what it was?
That's what it was, because a stupid deputy dimwit couldn't see it as he was flying by me in the other direction going 50 miles an hour.
We were like, you know what? We need to just have our own property. I'm not trying to deal with this shit anymore. So right then we started looking for property. Like if I want to have a campfire, I'm gonna
own national park.
We got 80 acres. We can roll around up here, do whatever the fuck we want to. I know. We were so irritated that weekend. Look at you both. People are loving your deputy dimwit.
Fucking Barty Fife.
So, but what we like to do, what I was going to say about that, because like even that time, all the kids came. My niece and her family came. And everybody has their own little place, but then we put up like what I now have, the event tent, right? We put that up in the middle area-ish. We can go, everybody can just congregate in there and play games, do that kind of stuff. We have that. You could cook in there, do different stuff. And then we could even sleep in the car we have right now. We could sleep in that easily. Right. See, I love that area where you guys kind of have this communal, right? Oh, wait, let me show you guys this place. Okay, you're curious, do we have sand or dirt? Okay, well, I'll just tell you, we have dirt. It's not as bad up here. It's pretty, the ground up here is pretty soft where we are here. The ground at home is dirt, but it's like concrete. A lot of it is.
Well, it's baked. Caliche.
You don't see a lot of basements around here. Very rarely do you see somebody with a basement. Check the place out, you guys. Look at this. Oh, you got, oh, that's awesome, Frazzled. I love that for you. Love you. Have a good night. Check this out. Some awesome hiking, right? Isn't it? I know. That's what I've been wanting. I was resort that girl was telling me. Remember that lady was like guaranteed to see a condor up there.
Never seen a condor.
Me. Hey, Army vet. No, I've never seen one either. That person was telling us in chat that night about this place. That's when I started looking it up. And I'm like, oh, I need to go there. Look how cool. Hiking has got to be amazing. Campgrounds that are free. Me too. Queen, I want to be all over that place. It's called Vermilion Cliffs National Park. Oh, you can't hear me?
I got you.
We're on our Starlink up here, which usually does pretty good. Can you hear me now?
Let me go over to data.
I think it looks like I have a good connection.
Well, I'm on Starlink and I'm hearing it. Let me go over to data.
Oh yeah, I could turn mine off too. See if that helps. I think that place looks amazing. Okay, let's see if Pat. Oh, sorry, I was in second. Oh, okay. Oh.
No, I'm on 5G. Give me a count.
Okay. Oh, okay. 1 2 1 2. Testing 1 2. Right? I feel like this summer I really want. I was showing this to my angel when he came to visit me on spring break. I want to go there this summer. I want to see if the kids will go. Try me, you're not that far from us. You could go on a camping trip too, right? You just said you miss it. Going to show the kids on East, right? Yeah, do that. If we get it planned enough ahead of time, right, we should be able to make it work because that looks so awesome to me.
Yes. Switch it back. Seriously?
I don't want to.
What is the major malfunction right here? What is the malfunction? Come on.
Right? Try me exactly. We just sealed that one. I heard all I need to hear to know about that. Okay, Wheezy.
Stop it.
That's funny. I know. I've been excited to try to get that figured out. Right?
You need to work with me, Thelma. You need to work with me.
Yeah, you can't stop anybody from going. Yeah, check out yeah. So let me see. Okay, wait. Okay, wait. Sorry, it's not coming up with what I thought it might. Yeah, I'm not seeing what I saw before. I just need to find the right. Oh, yeah, here we go. Like, say what? I didn't explore it a whole lot. Oh. Yeah, it's a little ways, but not bad, I don't think. Not in my opinion.
Feeling any better, Thelma?
That's weird. I didn't realize Bureau of Land Management camping. That's strange, right? Look, you could be right on water. See that? The Wave Trail, popular out and back trail, is perhaps the most famous hiking route within the Vermilion Cliffs National Monument. A permit is required to hike the trail, and you'll need to obtain one through the permit lottery. Oh my gosh. If you're lucky enough to explore the trail, you'll encounter many breathtaking landmarks, including multicolored dome formations, the Melody Arc, the Dinosaur Tracks, and the Wave Rock Formation. Okay, so you have to get involved with that ahead of time. That's a good thing. Another scenic hiking trail.
Okay now.
Mine trail. Fishing and boating. Wildlife. Many fascinating wildlife species inhabit the Vermilion Cliffs National Monument. While navigating the rugged terrain, you might spot California condors. There you go. Badgers, ringtails, spotted skunks, mountain lions, pronghorn,
speed goats, antelope.
Oh,
I think.
Really?
I think so.
Rock squirrels, desert bighorn sheep. Oh, wow. That would be cool. Wow, that would be cool to see bighorn sheep. It's also called a mountain goat, right? In Wyoming, they call him a mountain goat. But a pronghorn, I've never heard of that. So look at that camping area. Doesn't that look cool, Queen? Okay, well, I don't.
Why am I not seeing anything right now?
Right? Doesn't that look cool? I think it looks cool as shit. There's a camping spot right there. See it? Do you see it?
I'm having some issues.
Yeah, there's mountain lions right in this, where we're at right here, too. That's what the news just said about that little boy. Because that kid went 7 miles overnight. There's wildlife around here. Right, exactly. That's I was gonna say. The kids were up here last weekend. They saw javelina, which I never see
Right in the
javelina.
camp.
Right, right by their
Right in the camp. Right by the cabin.
right by their cabin. Yeah, I never have seen them up here. I've seen them a ton of times in the valley. But we have seen tracks. I just never knew about a pronghorn. We'll have a lot of antelope up here too sometimes. We won't see them every time, but all of a sudden we'll just see like, yeah, a ton of them. No, you didn't, Queen. I've seen a lot of javelina in the valley. I've never seen one up here. We know they're up here just because, they have to be. They're everywhere. They're mean. My friend Holly, when she lived in Cave Creek, they would come every night, several of them, and she was feeding them. Like, you need to stop it. I did not see that, Queen. They're mean. Shabby used to live in Marana. That's where that guy lived remember the doctor's husband that let the kids stay in the car and died? They had javelina all over up there, and one bit her ex-husband in the thigh. A javelina. Yeah, the jackrabbits up here are huge. Mm-hmm. Size of a medium dog. Yeah, I can't wait to look at the trail cam pics. We were in a rush and didn't get those. I think there was a javelina on the last time we looked. We couldn't tell what it was. Some of the animals get up so close to the camera, like they're just on it. And it's weird because mostly you'll see the animal coming up. It takes a shot of it coming up and then it leaving. That one, like, it just is like right on it and that's it. If you put the sensitivity up too high, though, it takes a shitload of pictures of just the wind blowing and shit. So we're not trying to have that. Anyway, I know. I love to look at the pictures and see what happened. I hate whenever we discover something went wrong and the battery died or something and we have no pictures. We always see a picture of us coming and going.
Picture of you.
Yeah. Me looking out the window like a doofus. Dumb. Yeah, I'm excited, Queen. Talk to the rest of the Queen family. I'm glad we talked about it because I'm going to talk to the kids more here. Talk to Ash anyway about I would love to plan a camping trip up there. I think that's the least we need to do over the summer. Because look, it says that we have to get a permit and go into a lottery to get that one area. And I want that. I need to look into what it takes to get in on that. Because it said if you're lucky enough, well, I damn well better be. We can play that game that you guys like to play. What's that called? You and Mr. Queen.
Golf?
Not golf. That card game.
Oh, euchre.
Euchre.
Love that game.
But I'm going to get off here. I think I will be live sometime this weekend. I'm cooking my whole Easter dinner up here. It's going to be a little tricky. Yeah. Did you hear him? He said golf. That's funny. Yeah, feel better. Get better. You guys have been sick forever. Everybody feel better. And too many people being sick. Yes, everybody have a wonderful Easter. I'm pretty sure I will see you sometime this weekend. And I will let you know I'm making a cake in the crock pot. So we'll see how that works out, right? I'll be sure and let you know. You too, try me and check out that place. Do that. Yes, happy Easter, everyone. Love you all. Everybody have a safe and happy weekend. And I will see you soon. Again, Ira, stay where you are. We're all good up in here. Bye.